Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. So this is one of the last things I was waiting for from my Amazon latest purchase, and the jury's still out on it. I've done a lot of research on this before I made this purchase, and I still really don't think I made the right decision. And it is the Energizer PPS700 with the folding panel. It was the bundle that I got. So the box came in damaged, so that was one of the reasons I'm like, am I really supposed to have this? The box is damaged, and we're gonna see if it works. So the panel came in, and about 4 or 5 days later I actually got the power station. So we're gonna see how it works and if I'm going to keep it or not. Like I said, the jury is still out on it, so we'll see. So I'm opening up the panel. Here's all the connections and the different ports and everything you might need to connect whatever you're trying to connect it to. And then I'm going to open the actual panel itself, hopefully. It's a nice case, I will say that. Very well put together. It looks sturdy and it looks well protected. So that's a plus. I'm just going to struggle here with one hand and try to open this up. It is dark here today. It's very overcast and it looks like it's about to rain. So I really need to get this done if I want to get this done today. So here is the actual panel itself. And then the actual power station. So let's open that and see what we got. So this is the Energizer PPS700. So here is the owner's manual or the user's manual, which is really important because I have probably about 5% knowledge of what I'm actually doing with this thing and what I want to run on it. Whether it will or not, we'll have to see. So I think these are all the cords and the actual power strip and everything for the power connection, like the plug-in, if you want to plug it into the wall to charge it. It should be charged somewhat, I'm thinking. And then I'm going to test it out on a couple of things that I want to run in case we are out of power. In the past week or so, we have had, I will say, glitches or hiccups or something with our power. It will blink off. The first time it blinked off and like 10 seconds later it came right back on. The second time it was about 15 minutes before it came back on. And as you can see, it is charged, not fully but almost fully charged. So it has, I think that says 95 on it, and it has that nice bright light with the SOS feature as well. So that's something nice to have. Everybody in the reviews or the videos that I watched, said it was kind of lightweight, but I don't know, maybe I'm not used to lifting heavy things, but this feels kind of heavy to me. So that's one thing to keep in mind. We did this. Our fridge that was new to us 8 months ago has died and gone to refrigerator heaven. And we got a brand new to us fridge. So I'm not sure. I'm like 95% sure this power station won't run this. And that's not what I got it for. I got it for our second purchase, which was this deep freeze. It's not a big one. I think it's 7 cubic feet, which is good for us. So I want to see if this power station will run this should our lights go out and I need to can what is in here. So that's going to be my first test of this unit. As you can see, it actually spiked over what the wattage says it was, and now it's gone down because it was running when I plugged it in. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I read the directions and the instructions on the user manual, and yeah, this is all new to me because I've never had one this big. I had a small one that I would charge my phones and stuff on, but one this size to run actual appliances, this is my first like voyage into this sort of realm, so I'm still learning as I go. So as you will see, it is running my deep freezer. And that's a good thing because that's one of the things I possibly wanted to run. This is my dehydrator, my little $5 flea market find, and it is running it just fine. It didn't spike over the wattage, so that's a good thing. And I think this was a great test for the dehydrator. Now, the deep freezer, the jury is still on that. We'll have to see. The next, I'm going to have to test it to charge my cell phone. That's going to be one of the things. And also put the panel on and go outside and see how it runs. And then I'll make a decision whether I'm going to keep this unit or not. Like I said, the jury is still out on this one. So we'll see how it goes. So another thing I'm noticing, I'm not sure this is a feature of this particular unit. I have to go back to my user manual. It doesn't tell you how long it will run whatever you have plugged in it for. It just gives you what it's pulling and how charged up it is. It doesn't tell you actually how long you can run, in this case, the dehydrator for on this particular unit. I don't know if this is just not a feature of this particular unit or if that's something that is actually not working with this. And so I've gone back over to this deep freezer, and I want to do one other test. If I had it up on, say, maximum or higher than what it was set at, would it run it? And actually I set it on the max high level that it would go, and then I plugged it in, and it actually I was trying to get it to kick on, because the last time when I plugged it in, it was actually clicking off. It ran for like 2 seconds and then it clicked off. But I want to see if my deep freezer is running, will it actually work it? And I turned it up to max thinking it will kick in the actual freezer, and it actually tripped the unit. So now I'm outside, set up my panel, and my ever-present helper here is helping me out. And I have the unit set up in back, and it's plugged in, and it is starting to charge. As you can see, it is charging. It doesn't say how many watts it's bringing in. I've got to go back to that user manual again. I thought it would tell you how many it's bringing in. It actually now is actually starting to read a little bit, but I don't know. The jury is definitely not 100% on board with this. So now I'm going to try to charge up my cell phone, and actually it is not charging it up. I would show my cell phone, but I'm actually filming on my cell phone. And yeah, the only way it charged it was for me to plug it in, like I was plugging it into the wall. So I had to put the plug on it and put it in. It wouldn't charge it on the USB port. So that's a downside. If I had something charging in or connected to the plug and I needed to charge my phone, I couldn't use the USB port. So that's definitely a negative for me. So I wanted to test to see if the USB ports were actually working, and apparently they are, just not charging my phone. Here is a little fan, a USB fan that I have plugged into the actual USB port that's working just fine. Not sure how practical that is though. And then the final thing I wanted to try was my laptop. As you can see, I have my laptop plugged in here. It is on, it is working, and it looks to be running just fine on the power station. So that is a plus. So I'm going to have to weigh this all out and see the pros and cons of it. So after much research and testing, I'm not 100% sold on the power station PPS700. I'm not sure for my needs if it's what I need. So I'm still going to have to do further research before I decide. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. Thank you very much and have a great day.